In last classes, we learned properties of angles, triangles, and quadrilaterals through the various activity. We know if the angle is less than 90 degree, okay, that is acute angle. If it is more than 90 degree, that is obtuse angle triangle. When the measure of angle is 90 degree, then it is a right angle triangle. Also in triangle, if the measures are all angles of triangle is less than each angle is of 90 degree. Measure of each angle is less than 90 degree. Then we call acute angle triangle. If any one angle of the triangle is more than 90 degree, then we call it is obtuse angle triangle. And if a single angle of triangle is of 90 degree, then the triangle is a right angled triangle. Sum of all angles of triangle is 180 degree. Also in quadrilateral, if all sides of quadrilateral is of 90 degree, all sides of quadrilateral are equal and each angle is 90 degree. In short, all sides and all angles of quadrilateral are equal, are same. Then the quadrilateral is called square. Also, diagonals of square are equal, are congruent. One opposite pair of quadrilateral is parallel to each other. Look here, ABC is a quadrilateral. If AB is parallel to BC, then it is a trapezium. Okay, angle A plus angle B is 180 degree. Also angle B plus angle C is 180 degree. So these properties we studied in last standards. Here, a Greek mathematician, Euclid, states some postulates. What is meant by postulates? The geometrical statements accepted by all. These statements are called postulates. Euclid states some postulates, those are B, which are given by him. Number 1, there are infinite lines passing through a point. Here, point A. We will draw here infinite lines which passing through point. I draw here only 3. You try it. Draw the lines passing through A. The number of that lines is infinite. Second, there is one and only one line passing through 2 points. If 2 points are given, here A and B points are given. If we try to draw a line passing through these lines, only one line is passing through the given 2 points. Third postulate, a circle of given radius can be drawn taking any point as its center. If we take any point here, let O is the point, and take radius and try to draw this radius a circle, we will draw circle. Then change this radius, we will draw another circle in this way. All right angles are congruent with each other. If we draw here a right angle, A, B, C, P, Q, R. Angle PQR is congruent to angle ABC because each of 90 degree. If two interior angles formed on one side of a transversal of two lines at a less than 2 right angles, then the lines produced in that direction intersect each other. Statement is here: if two interior angles formed on one side of a transversal of two lines at a less than 2 right angles. We will try here. Is one line, here is another line, and this is a transversal. Line L, M and L. These angles are interior angles. If the sum of these two angles is less than sum of the two right angles, means it is 180. It is less than AB. A plus B is less than 180 degree. Sorry, means here 180 is greater. A plus B. A plus B is less than 180 degree. Then line M and line L should be intersect each other if we draw arrow. In this way, these postulates state by Euclid. Now, a property is supposed to be true. A property is supposed to be true. It can be proved logically. It is then called theorem. Then, a statement which is given, the conditional statement, is true, then the antecedent is called given and the consequent is called the part of to be proved. Okay? The statement before then is ancient in simple language, and statement after then is consequent. When we try to prove the theorem, there are two methods, direct and indirect method. Here we study only the direct method. Let the statement theorem, the opposite angles formed by the opposite angles formed by two intersecting lines, two intersecting lines are of equal measures, are of equal measures. Here we try to draw a figure, two lines intersecting each other, line AB and line C. Here point O is intersecting point. With the help of figure, we write here given line AB and line C intersect each other at point O, such that A dash O dash B and C dash O dash D. Now to prove, here angle AOC, one angle AOC is congruent to angle BOD. Second, angle BOC is congruent to angle AOD. Then prove. Angle AOC is here angle BOD is here. Now, angle AOD plus angle AOC. Angle AOD plus angle AOC. These are angles in linear pair. Or angle AOC plus angle BOC. Also these are in linear pairs. So angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. Statement number 1. Angles in linear pairs. Okay. Angle BOC plus angle BOD is equal to 180 degree. Angle BOC plus angle BOD. These angles are in linear pair. So the sum of the angles in linear pair is 180 degree. It is statement number 2. Reason for 1 and 2. Angles in linear pairs. From 1 and 2. Angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to angle BOC plus angle BOD. Cancel BOC from both the sides of equation. Now angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. That is, angle AOC is congruent to angle BOD. We prove here the first. As above or this type, we prove angle BOC is congruent to angle AOD. Okay. Now we are going to solve the practice set number 1.3. Practice set 1.3. Problem number 1. Write the following statement in if-then form. The statement is here. The opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. We have to convert this statement in if-then form. Listen again. The opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. If opposite angles of a quadrilateral are congruent, then the quadrilateral is parallelogram. Second, the diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. If in a quadrilateral diagonals are congruent, then the quadrilateral is rectangle. Third one, in isosceles triangles, the segment joining the vertex and the midpoint of the base is perpendicular to the base. If in any triangle the segment joining vertex and the midpoint of the base is perpendicular to the base, then the triangle is isosceles triangle. Then second problem, write converse of the following statement. 1. The alternate angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal are congruent. If the transversal intersect two lines and alternate angles formed by transversal are congruent, then the lines are parallel. Second, a pair of interior angles made by transversal of two lines are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. If transversal intersect two lines and the interior angles made by the transversal are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. And third one, the diagonals of rectangle are congruent. If the diagonals of quadrilateral are congruent, then the quadrilateral is a rectangle. In this way, we complete here practice set number 1.3. You have homework. You solve the problem set 1. It is depend upon practice set 1.1, practice set 1.2 and practice set 1.3. Okay? You try solving. Here complete chapter number 1.